All right, today we are talking about a book that basically takes a sledgehammer to everything you've probably ever been taught about getting rich, and it really challenges this idea that you have to wait until you're old to be wealthy. So the author MJ DeMarco kicks things off with this quote, and you gotta admit, it's pretty hilarious, but it makes a huge point. Can you actually, seriously, imagine someone on MTV Cribs saying this? Of course not. It sounds completely ridiculous because it is. No one gets fabulously wealthy in their 20s or 30s by just dutifully putting money in a 401k. And that leads us right into the book's first big target, this whole get rich slow idea. The book argues that it isn't just slow, it's actually a lie, a trap. He even gives it a name, wealth in a wheelchair. And yeah, it's a pretty brutal image, right? But it's designed to be memorable. It's this whole plan where you sacrifice your best years, your youth, your energy, all for a big payoff when you're 65 or 70. Is that really the dream? I mean, this is the script we're all handed from day one, isn't it? Go to school, get that good job, save a little, invest in the stock market, and then someday, maybe, you'll be rich. It sounds safe. It's what all the experts preach. But this book says it's a total losing game. You're basically gambling away your most precious asset, your time, on a 40 or 50-year bet. So, okay, if that's the wrong map, what's the right one? Well, the book breaks it down, saying that pretty much everyone's financial life falls into one of three distinct roadmaps. First, you've got the sidewalk. These are folks living for today, paycheck to paycheck, with basically no financial plan. Then you have the slow lane, which is that traditional plan we just talked about, the wealth in a wheelchair script. And then there's the fast lane. This is the entrepreneur's path, the one that's all about building systems for wealth. And this is where the core of the whole book really comes into focus. Understanding the massive fundamental differences between the slow lane and the fast lane is everything. It's the key to cracking the code. It really all boils down to your source of wealth. In the slow lane, it's your job. Your income is capped and it's controlled by somebody else. But in the fast lane, your wealth comes from a business system that you control. And this is the key part. A system isn't just any old business. It's a business designed to run without you needing to be there all the time. And because of that difference in control, the two paths have a completely different view of time. In the slow lane, it's a direct trade. An hour of your life gets you a certain number of dollars, period. The entire goal of the fast lane is to completely break that link, to divorce your income from the hours you physically work. You see, the math itself is totally different. A salary grows linearly. You get a 3% raise one year, maybe a small bonus the next. It's slow and predictable. A scalable business system, though, that has the potential for explosive exponential growth. It's literally the difference between adding and multiplying. But, and this is a huge but, the book makes it crystal clear that the fast lane is not some get-rich-quick scheme. It is not an event, it is a process. And that distinction changes everything. Think about it. We see the event all the time, right? The founder sells their startup for $30 million. The athlete signs a massive contract. That's the highlight reel. What we don't see is the process, the years of grinding, the failures, the insane risk, the 60-hour weeks. The book says if you chase the event, you're gonna fail. You have to fall in love with the process. The book even breaks this process down into a simple formula, framing it like a road trip. It says it's not enough to just pick the right road or pathway. You also need the right roadmap. That's your mindset and your beliefs about money. You need a solid vehicle. That's you, your skills, your health. And finally, you need speed, which is your ability to just get things done, to execute. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like in the real world? Well, the author MJ DeMarco uses his own life story as the main case study to prove his point. And his journey is the perfect example of process over event. I mean, it starts with this one inspiring moment as a kid, seeing a young guy with a Lamborghini. But that's followed by years of absolute failure. He was bouncing between odd jobs, limo driver, flower delivery guy, living with his mom, even falling into depression. The real turning point came when he decided to take control, packed up and moved to Phoenix with just $900. And it was there that he built a website, kept working at it, and turned it into a scalable business that finally put him in the fast lane. After all those years of struggle, this is the kind of number he started seeing. And get this, that's not revenue, that's profit. In a single good month. That's the kind of exponential growth we were talking about. That's what the fast lane can do. So how did he do it? It wasn't from a job. It was from that system he built. He calls it a money tree,
a business that just worked 24/7, generating income around the clock. He could literally take a month off, and the money would still be coming in because he had finally done it. He divorced his time from his income.
And that really brings us to the final critical question the book leaves you wrestling with. You have to ask yourself, what road are you on? Are you on the slow lane just by default, just following the script you were given? Or are you actively, consciously designing your own system to get into the fast lane?